Well, a legal setback today, meantime, for the defense team of Drew Peterson. A judge denied their request to prevent a key prosecution witness from testifying during trial. Renowned pathologist Dr. Michael Bodden, who you see right there, was the first person to publicly declare that Peterson's third wife, Kathleen Savio, had been murdered. He conducted a private autopsy for the family after her body was exhumed in November of 2007. Savio's death had been originally ruled an accident after she was found dead in a dry bathtub in 2004. Authorities then reopened the case after the disappearance of Peterson's fourth wife, Stacy. Craig Wall was in court and now joins us live from the newsroom. Craig, I am wondering, Dr. Bodden, considered widely to be tops in his field, so how could he be a target for the defense?
Well, they were raising questions about his credibility because, as we saw, he allowed a producer for the show, Greta Van Susteren, to actually videotape him while he was in the autopsy room. That show airs on the cable Fox News channel.
Dr. Bodden goes there and he decides ahead of time what he thinks happened in this case, and then he goes there and confirms his own findings. Now, he's not going to look very good if he goes on TV and says, I was wrong before and this was an accident. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I talked to Bodden on the phone and he told me that there was nothing unprofessional or improper about the autopsy or having a videotape. The producer, Steph Watts, testified that he never touched the body, and as he promised Savio's family, he did not ever videotape her remains. He said he only shot tape during a break. He did admit taking notes for Bodden, and Peterson's attorneys have questioned him why those notes included a phone number for Joe Francis, the man behind the Girls Gone Wild videos. Watts said that was connected to another story he had been working on about Francis's legal troubles and that there was no intent to sell the Savio video.
As much as the defense would like to make something out of it because they allegedly have no case, my being in that room had absolutely no influence on the outcome. And as I've said before, I think if the defense is hinging their case on the fact that I was in the autopsy room, they better suit up Drew Peterson for some more of those orange jumpsuits he seems to fancy so much.
Now, Bodden's conclusions that Savio was murdered were confirmed by the forensic pathologist who did a previous autopsy for the state. He also found or concluded that Kathleen Savio did not die by an accident, but instead was murdered. Drew Peterson's attorneys announced today that they will have 3, possibly 4 of their own experts who, after reviewing the original autopsy, conclude that indeed Savio's death was an accident like it was originally declared. Jeff?
Craig, Joel Brodsky, Drew Peterson's attorney, throwing a lot of legal darts out there today, but I understand he took a pretty stiff one himself today because Steph Watts there accused him of trying to sell some kind of video for $200,000 or something like that. What was that all about?
Yeah, Steph Watts brought that up during his testimony. There were allegations, he said, that Joel Brodsky approached him and wondered if he could get $200,000 for providing video that had not been shot yet of Drew Peterson and his then fiancée, Christina Raines. I asked Brodsky about that.
We never entered into any formal negotiations or made any offers for production of anything. It was just a very light conversation about what they had paid for the Casey Anthony videos, and we thought it was a tremendous amount of money, and that was the extent of it.
Now, the good that Brodsky was referring to was Good Morning America, which allegedly paid for that Kaylee Anthony video. Peterson ended up providing video of Drew Peterson and Christina Raines to another network for free. Jeff?
Craig, the judge at all seemed concerned about that video and the $200,000 alleged payment?
Nope, didn't seem to at all. And in fact, he said that Dr. Bodden's testimony will be allowed in, but he did want that video turned over. And in fact, during court today, the DVD was actually brought to the judge's office by FedEx delivery to be provided to the defense.
Okay. Busy day in court there.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Craig Wall.